Shoemaker, Andrew Calvano. It's Tournament Talk on the Tournament Edge for Saturday, December 3rd. We're covering Race 7 on Saturday at Gulfstream Park, Andrew. It's part of their Claiming Crown Day. It's the Claiming Crown Iron Horse. It's $110,000 starter stakes going a mile and 16th on the dirt for state breds, 3-year-olds and up. It's a field of 14. And Racetrack Romance, your 12th horse, is the 3-1 morning line favorite. Jamie Ness, Paco Lopez. No knocks necessarily, Andrew, and you're going to hear this throughout our segments tonight. Anytime you're giving me a short-priced horse drawn outside at Gulfstream Park, I'm just going to try to find a way to beat him.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Bob, especially because this one's going to want to be forwardly placed, and may take him an extra couple steps there to get there from the outside, but have a lot of respect for these connections, especially Jamie Ness. Use him a lot in the Mid-Atlantic circuits when those show up. This horse comes back to Gulfstream Park, 5 starts, 3 wins, and a second place. So obviously a horse for the course, as they say. But definitely thought this one was beatable. I thought some horses were quicker at a better price and set up a little more inside. So at 3-1, respectable, but in a 14-horse field here at Gulfstream Park, going to have to play against.
How do you see the pace working out here, Andrew? I thought it was going to be extremely hot. Thought a lot of horses to the inside of the 12 wanted the lead. Your thoughts on the pace?
Yeah, I knew a couple of horses would go for the lead. I didn't see getting too crazy hot, and I hope not, because one of the horses I'm going to take here for the Tournament Talk selection, race 7, is going to be on the front end. But the horses I had going to the front, of course, were number 12, Racetrack Romance, though he does have the ability to stalk and rate. So it's just a matter, I think, of how well he breaks and where Paco really wants to place him. Good time had by all the 14 horse. Another horse is going to be near the front end, but a really far outside post. Obviously, the last horse to load. He's going to have some trouble swinging over. Can see some speed here from the 6 and the 7, but not sure how that's going to last. And, getting into my selection, I'm going to be on the number 1, Chefstow, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I think this horse can have the ability to wire this group. I definitely think we're going to find an overlay here. This is a strong jockey-trainer combination at Gulfstream Park, clicking in your 35%. The concern, that I have on this one, doesn't really like to win on the track. 3 wins over 21 starts, but 13 times in the money. This is a big price, and that's what I'm going to go for here. So hopefully, as he has been doing here in 2016, he keeps up the good notes here. The only knock I would have in his 2016 campaign was an August 12th race. He's coming off a 2-month layoff. He rears up at the start, chased wild, out of it from right away. Other than that, he's hit the exact every time this year. So I'm going to be on number 1, Chefstow.
Wanted your thoughts on the 14 horse, Good Time Had by Y'all. Here's what I'm going to say before you go. I think this horse is the most talented horse in the field. Also, you're looking at Navarro and Jose Ortiz as the connections. I think Jose Ortiz has solidified himself at this point as the best jockey in the country. He sees fit to get on this horse. Problem is, the horse wants to lead and is drawn way outside, to the point where I haven't seen a horse win a race from the 14 post on the dirt since a horse named Kozan. And last time I checked, I don't think this horse is anywhere near the talent that Kozan was. Nevertheless, I think this horse is going to take money. And I'll be honest with you, Andrew, I think at the end of the day, this horse is going to go off with the favorite, considering the connections. This horse won by 6.5 lengths last time out. Your thoughts on the 14, and do you think the 14 needs to lead to win as well?
Yeah, without a doubt, and I agree with your point, Bob. I definitely think this one's going to be the post-time favorite. This one has has a couple races that I believe are just heads over others in this one. I definitely think he's a better alternative as far as a straight-up pick between the 12 Racetrack Romance. And you get Jose Ortiz. You know he's going to be well bet. Definitely seeing this one be it, but I cannot play that outside post, and that's why he's a huge play against for me today. But I will agree, Bob, a very, very respectable horse. Like you said, he always runs bang-up races, but today's the time to beat him.
No question about it. My top selection, I'm going to go with the 10 horse, Andrew. A horse by the name of Rich Daddy. Hot barn. Look, last time out, throw the race out. Stubborn to load, just did not want to be in the race. Broke awkwardly at Gulfstream Park West, lost to your horse and another horse in this field. The race before that at this racetrack didn't like the service. If you look at it, it says good. Now, we both know when it says good at Gulfstream, it'd be sloppy or muddy at other racetracks. If you look past the November 6th effort in which he didn't want to be in the race, the August 12th effort in which he didn't like the surface, look at those running lines. Those races are very, very capable of winning this race. Again, I mentioned hot barn. Horse will be middle of the pack at worst, in my opinion. He might close depending on, again, how he breaks, as you mentioned about another horse earlier in this segment. He's going to get the pace to run into. I love the connections. I love how this horse is capable of running at this racetrack on a fast surface. And look also at the odds that this horse has been going off at for the last year. 2-1, 2-5, 2-1, 1-1. I'm getting $11 morning line on a horse that could, quite frankly, be that when they leave the gate. Maybe I'm just making an excuse for his last 2 starts, Andrew. Maybe he's out of form. I don't think that's the case. I'll take the 10 horse at $11.
Yeah, and I agree with you. And I definitely thought this was the biggest off-the-pace threat. Considering the horses, the 12 and 14, wanted to be on the outside. I thought if there was a horse to come rally mine down at the end of the day, it would be the 10, Rich Daddy. I have ultra respect for Jaramillo, the jockey. And like you said, I watched the replay of the November 6th race. Reluctant to load, want to know part of the race. And the races back in August, were much better than the caliber of what horses are coming into this race.
Absolutely.
With. We're seeing $8,000 claimers step up, $16,000 claimers. You're talking about a horse that's running very competitively and has a win at a 62 optional claimer. So a lot of respect here, and I like that pick a lot.
So, Andrew, give us your top selection one more time.
And that's number 1, Chepstow.
And I'm on the 10, Rich Daddy. So that's going to do it for Gulfstream Park. Race 7 for Saturday, December 3rd. Andrew Calvano, Bobby Shoemaker. Good luck.
Good luck, guys.